The Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now. He basically benched all of his starters not long into the third quarter, just gave up.
His 3-9 record isn't just disappointing, it is one of the worst starts in WNBA history, but nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, could have prepared us for the absolute surrender we witnessed against the Phoenix Mercury, where Coach Tyler Marsh essentially waved the white flag and benched his entire starting lineup in the third quarter, like a man who'd rather be literally anywhere else on planet Earth.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're an embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
The Chicago Sky entered their matchup against Phoenix, having lost 5 of their last 6 games. They were already averaging a league-worst 18. 9 turnovers per game, a number so astronomical it makes the 1999 Washington Mystics 21. 1 turnovers look almost respectable. This isn't just struggling, this is the basketball equivalent of watching someone try to perform brain surgery with oven mitts while blindfolded.
I don't know what's wrong with them, but like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team, because today it wasn't even, I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not good.
The game against Phoenix wasn't just a loss, it was a public execution broadcast. In high definition, the Mercury came out swinging, establishing a commanding 31-18 lead in the first quarter, while the Sky committed 8 turnovers that led to 13 Phoenix points. But here's where it gets absolutely delicious. Tyler Marsh, the man hired to resurrect this franchise, literally threw in the towel midway through the third quarter.
And Chicago Sky fans, hell, they're ready to run Tyler Marsh's ass out. I mean, the way he's playing Angel Reese, I'm going to be real with you. I mean, the one thing she could do was rebound the ball, and he has taken that away. He has taken that away. So much for coming off a triple-double.
Phoenix Mercury was shooting 5% from the field, and an absurd 1% from three-point range. They opened the third quarter with an 11-3 run, extending their lead to 25 points, and Tyler Marsh looked around his bench like a captain preparing to abandon ship. He benched both Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso, essentially telling the basketball world that he'd rather preserve his players' dignity than watch them get further humiliated.
Yeah, I think that we got a couple players who have banged us, so we want to be mindful of minutes. I think that when the game got out of hand there midway through the third, for us there was more preservation at that point. Players were almost at their limit anyway, being on a back-to-back, and so we wanted to be mindful of that. And the game wasn't as out of hand, and maybe a little bit different, but we got to be healthy and ready to go into Atlanta tomorrow. 3 games in 4 days that following Tuesday. So we got to be mindful of having healthy bodies, so we got to give us as good an effort as we can going into tomorrow's game.
The final score, a soul-crushing 1-0-7-8-6 defeat that saw Phoenix break triple digits for the first time all season. The Mercury shot a season-high 17 three-pointers, while the Sky turned the ball over 21 times. Sammy Wickham-Malone hit 5 three-pointers in the second quarter, turning the United Center into her personal shooting gallery. This wasn't just basketball, this was a public service announcement about what happens when potential meets reality, and reality brings a sledgehammer.
I am here to tell you guys, man, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness. If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury put BTA all over the Chicago Sky. And I'm here to tell you, Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team, starting with the leader of the team. I just gotta be honest. That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trash. Just horrendous. I just gotta be honest.
If you are enjoying, please subscribe, but perhaps the most painful part of this entire circus isn't the losses, it's watching Angel Reese try to spin this disaster into something resembling optimism during post-game interviews. The woman has become a masterclass in cognitive dissonance, standing in front of cameras talking about staying poised and looking for the next shot while shooting a career-low 3% from the field in her most recent interviews. Ree has been serving up word salad with extra delusion dressing after the Mercury game. She talked about maximizing off turnovers and getting those 50-50 balls while her team was getting out-rebounded by players half her size. The woman managed just 2 rebounds in a game where rebounding is supposedly her specialty, and she's out here talking about taking things personal, like she's been personally victimized by the basketball rim.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, bricklaying sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
The most telling moment came when Rhea addressed her Bet Sportswoman of the Year award, claiming she doesn't complain and comes to work every day. This is the same player who went 0 for 8 from the field against the Liberty and managed to turn basketball into interpretive dance. She's averaging 9.1 points on 39% shooting through the first 7 games, numbers that would make a high school JV player blush with embarrassment. What makes these interviews particularly cringeworthy is the forced positivity. Ree keeps talking about giving ourselves grace and being super happy where we are as a team right now. This is like being on the Titanic, and praising the quality of the ice cubes. The woman is shooting 28% from within 3 feet, the basketball equivalent of missing layups in an empty gym, and she's out here talking about expanding her range to include mid-range shots.
Obviously, this is my 3rd one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that, being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this. I do.
Tyler Marsh came to Chicago with championship pedigree, having helped the Las Vegas Aces win back-to-back WNBA titles. The man was supposed to be the basketball whisperer who could unlock Angel Reese's potential and turned Kamilla Cardoso into a dominant force. Instead, he's become the poster child for what happens when unrealistic expectations meet immovable incompetence. The breaking point came during that 3rd quarter against Phoenix, when Marsh looked at his bench like a man calculating his exit strategy. With his team down by 25 points and the game spiraling into complete chaos, he made the decision that will haunt his coaching reputation. He pulled his starters and essentially forfeited the game. This was not strategic rest, this was surrender with a capital S. Marsh's post-game explanation was peak damage control, talking about player preservation and being mindful of minutes on a back-to-back schedule.
So I had a spin the block. Marsh, it's time to go. You still have no game plan for the Chicago Sky. And it seems like the games where you're only running offense through Kamilla and you don't have offense at least through somebody else is no plan for that. They're getting thrown out extremely bad. I don't understand it.
But anyone with functioning eyeballs could see what really happened. The man had watched enough basketball carnage and decided his players' mental health was more important than competitive integrity. It's the coaching equivalent of calling your mom to pick you up from a sleepover because the other kids are being mean. The most damning part, this wasn't an isolated incident of frustration. Marsh has been delivering increasingly blunt post-game messages telling reporters, "We can't continue to beat ourselves," after watching his team commit 22 turnovers against the Liberty. The man hired to develop elite players has instead become a full-time damage control specialist, spending more time explaining failures than celebrating successes. His comments about the team's turnover problem are particularly telling. "We've had more offensive possessions than the opposing team, but we've hurt ourselves with turnovers, and a lot of that is our own doing. This is coach speak for my players are basketball chaos agents, and I'm running out of ways to explain it to the media without getting fired."